Local sports, local news, and local weather. We are Carroll Broadcasting, proud to serve Carroll and Western Iowa since 1950.
Test.
Local sports, local news, and local weather. We are Carroll Broadcasting, proud to serve Carroll and Western Iowa since 1950.
So I got these.
We are Welcome to Carroll High School, where tonight the Carroll Tigers and the Winterset Huskies are going to be battling it out on both the girls and boys side of the court. Well, we're going to have two good ones tonight, as I said. Again, we have the Carroll girls coming into tonight, 8-6, 3-5 in the conference, coming off a big win over Bondurant girls, the Lady Jays, yesterday, coming off a Ashley Yonkin game-winning shot with about 2.5 seconds, I'd say. Yeah. Again, the Tigers started 4-0 and then lost 4 straight. Been 3-2 in the last 5 games. Been playing a lot more solid, and their 3 conference wins are over Perry, Boone, and Bondurant. Perry and Boone were both home games. Bondurant was their first road conference victory. Ella Collison comes into tonight scoring about 13.8 points a game. That ranks her 5th in the conference, and she is also 1st in the conference in field goal percentage at 50.8. That's a very solid number for her. Also, we have Rachel White coming in 3rd in the conference at 3-point shooting. She is 39.1%. That is 9 of 23, so some solid numbers from her too. Again, following tonight's contest, the Tigers' next game will be versus ADM next Tuesday. They'll be at Perry next Thursday, next Friday. The playoff bracket came out for the Carroll girls, and they will be hosting Greene County, a team who has not won a game yet. They will be hosting them on February 9th, and that'll be a Saturday. They'll then probably head to Story City that Wednesday. And if they are still alive, they'll be in Clarion on Saturday in this sub-state matchup. Go ahead and swing it over to Alex Lowe. He has the story on the Winterset girls.
And the Winterset girls come into this game 6-7 overall, 4-3 in the conference. They started out 1-5 and are better of late, 5 of 2 in their last 7 games. Their conference wins are against Carroll, Perry, Carlisle, and Bondurant, and they are coming off a 27-point loss at Van Meter. Again, Van Meter, a very good team. Madison Waters, a senior, averages 13.4 points per game for the Huskies. She also grabbed 91 rebounds over the course of the year and is 5th in the conference in field goals made with 73. In total, she's 73 of 146 and shoots 50% from the field. That 50% mark is 3rd in the conference. Mia Olson comes into the game, another senior, 8.8 points per game, and is also 3rd in the conference in free throw shooting at 78.3%. Corey Pickering, another senior, averages 5.2 points. She comes into this game notching a total of 48 assists over the year. That ranking is 4th in the conference. Next up, the Winterset girls will host Perry. That game will be next Tuesday, and they will be at Carlisle next Friday. After that, they will verse Clark Osceola next Saturday. So that's their 3-game slate next week. We're going to take a look at the team stats here. Team stats for both teams. Carroll girls come into this game scoring 52.3 points per game, opposed to Winterset's 51.4 points per game. Field goal percentage for the girls, 38.4%. That ranks 3rd in the conference, and the Huskies' 34.5% puts them at 6th in the conference. Carroll girls come into the game shooting 25.3% from behind the arc. That is 6th in the conference, and the Huskies come in shooting 26.2%. That is 5th in the conference. Free throw percentage, the girls shoot 63.1%. That comes in at 2nd in the conference, as well as the free throw percentage for the Huskies, 51.4%, coming in last in the conference. So a little bit struggle for them there, hoping they can capitalize on the free shots. We'll now go to Cade for the first time these two teams met up earlier in the season.
The Tigers and Huskies met in 2018 at Winterset. Tigers and Huskies both struggled from the floor greatly, but Winterset came out on top by 10, 56-46. Taylor Moore had 7 points, 2 rebounds, 2 steals. Ella Collison had 10 points, 4 rebounds, 3 steals. Kennedy Lean chipped in 12 points, 4 rebounds, and Laura Sweeney added 6 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. Tigers couldn't really get it going from blatantly anywhere on the court. They were 16 of 53 from the court, which was 30%. They were 5 of 18 from 3, which is 27%. And they were just 9 of 21 from free throw, which is 42%. All of those way below their season average. So they're looking to pick that up here tonight. Winterset's a tough place to play, so they look to take advantage of the Huskies on their home court. We will go ahead and take a short break and be back with the starting lineups right after this.
And we are back here at Carroll High School again. Thank you for joining us for this Raccoon River Conference matchup. We're going to go ahead and get a listen in on the starting lineups for both teams. Then we will cut to a short break for the national anthem and be right back for tip-off. And here come the starting lineups.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Carroll High School and Raccoon River Conference volleyball. Correction, play some basketball. Executive coach for the Winterset Huskies. Carroll High School encourages positive sportsmanship and behavior in all activities. Please encourage players and coaches with positive comments and acts and respect the decisions of the officials. What you do and say reflects on your team, your school, and your community. Please enjoy tonight's game by enjoying your sport. At this time, I'd like to welcome our officials.
This is the next one down from here.
Now here's the starting lineup for the girls' contest. First for Winterset, 0-0, Madison Waters. For Carroll, 0, Taylor Moore. For the visiting Huskies, number 2, Andrew Gurwell. For Carroll, number 2, Laura Sweeney. For Winterset, number 3, Maya Olsen. For 20, Collison. For Winterset, number 13, Corey Pickering. Carroll, number 32, Liz Thomas. And for the Huskies, number 32, Bridget Stover. For the Tigers, number 42, Ashley Lincoln.
Again, we're going to go to the national anthem, and we will be right back for tip-off.
Local sports, local news, and local weather. We are Carroll Broadcasting, proud to serve Carroll and Western Iowa since 1950.
And here we are again back at Carroll High School. Couldn't make it to the game tonight. Thank you for joining us. The starters for the visiting Winterset Huskies: Madison Waters, 00, Mia Olsen, number 3, Corey Pickering, number 13, Bridget Stover, number 32, and Ainsley Gurwell, number 2. The starters for your Carroll Tigers are Ella Collison, number 21, I believe, number 20, Taylor Moore, number 0, Laura Sweeney, number 2, Ashley Unkin, number 42, and Liz Promise, number 32. Waters will be tipping for the Huskies, and Taylor Moore tipping for your. And here we go in this Raccoon River Conference matchup as Taylor Moore wins the tip for the team. Laura Sweeney's going to start out with the ball up top. She's going to set up the play. Over to Promise. Promise is going to go back across to Sweeney. Sweeney looks to Collison in the corner, back up to Sweeney, over to Promise, into Moore in the corner. Husky girls looking to be in almost a box-and-one type of zone here. This Promise dribbles. She's going to pass off to Moore. Moore looking inside for Unkin. Nothing going there as it goes over to Sweeney. Back to Promise. Collison running short corner. Goes back up to the top of the key. In the corner to Promise. Collison's going to pass across the court. 2 more in the corner. Taylor Moore's 3 is up. No good. That ball's tipped around, and Sweeney's going to grab the rebound. Looking to dribble up left, and she'll pass to Promise in the outside. Taylor Moore hit a couple of those corner threes last night in the win against Bondurant, as Sweeney will take a corner 3 and she'll knock it down. Again, Laura Sweeney comes into this game shooting 4 of 26 from behind the arc. That's only 15.4%, but gets that one to fall. As 32, the freshman, Bridget Stover, that layup won't fall, and the Tigers will take it on the fast break. Colson's going to drive on the right side of the hoop as she passes to Promise. Inside to Unkin. Unkin pump fakes over to Sweeney. Moore in the corner. Moore's going to take the 3, and Moore's 3 is no good.
It's a good ball movement on both possessions for the Tigers, moving around. It's not hitting the ground too much. That's what you like to see.
Mia Olsen's going to go to Gerwell. Gerwell's going to drive right. Go over to Pickering. Pickering to the corner to Olsen. Back to Pickering.
Tigers look like are they in a zone? It kind of looks like it. Soft zone. That 0-0 Waters really outboarded them last time.
Gerwell's got a mid-range 2, and she's going to knock it down.
Waters really gave the Tigers fits in Winterset. She had a lot of offensive rebounds and defensive rebounds, so look for that to be a focal point for the Tigers.
Again, notching 91 rebounds overall this season. That is 6th in the conference. Promise is going to go to the corner to Collison. That's going to get stolen by Stover. Stover's going to drive right. The freshman up in the middle, and she is fouled. Believe that foul is going to be on Sweeney. That will be, no, the foul will be on Liz Promise. That'll be her first of the night. The free throw for Stover is up and good. She comes into this game 13 of 27 from the charity stripe. That is 48.1%. Second free throw for Stover is up, and that won't fall as Waters grabs the offensive rebound. Looks to go back up but falls. Gets back to Stover on the free throw line. That 2's no good, and Sweeney will clear it.
That was a good box out by Ashley Unkin right there.
Over to Moore. Moore's going to kick it to the free throw line to Unkin. Unkin had a little room there, but was turned looking for a teammate to pass as Sweeney finds herself in the corner. She's going to go up to Carlson. Over to Promise. Promise is going to go back to Sweeney.
Winterset girls running that 2-3 just like their guys team likes to play.
And Collison's 3 is up and good from the corner. Ella comes into the game 6 of 27 from behind the arc. That is 22.2%. Gets that one to fall as the pass is tipped, rolling on the ground. I believe Promise is going to come up with it. And a jump ball, and they're going to call a foul on Waters. The late reach in there got her on the arm. It'll be Waters' first foul. And Tigers will retain possession.
It's big getting Waters in foul trouble. She's one of the only bigs they have, so that'll be key, trying to get her out of the game early and limit her playing time as much as they can.
Sweeney's going to get the play set up. Your score is 6-3. About 4:50 left as Waters is going to tip that out of bounds. They're going to say it went off Sweeney, and that'll be Husky ball. Pickering's going to take it up the court for Winterset. She's going to use Stover's screen, go the other way to Waters' screen, in the corner to Olsen. Olsen's 3 is up and no good. Unkin with the great box out and the rebound. She'll kick it to Promise, who looks to push. Sweeney calls out the play for the team. Kicks over to Promise, to Carlson in the corner. Back over to Sweeney, to Moore in the corner. Moore's going to drive baseline, and the layup on the left side for Taylor Moore is good.
That's her specialty right there, driving baseline and getting that layup. She did that like 3 times
many times last night. As Promise comes up with the deflection and the steal. Tiger girls playing great so far on both sides of the ball, almost scoring when they want to and forcing a lot of turnovers. And that ball, I believe, was tipped by Stover, and they will keep it. Laura Sweeney's going to inbound it from behind the basket. She's going to go up over the top to Hammer, who had just freshly checked into the game. Down to Sweeney. Promise's deep two is up and no good. Sweeney fights for the rebound and she'll grab it, but they're going to get her for a foul. And Hammer checking in for the Tigers as if I can get a number, I believe number 31. Do not have her on this stat sheet. She has checked in for. Gurwell's going to go over to Stover. Into the corner. Dribble out to the top and over to Gurwell. Gurwell wanted the three, decided not, as Olsen takes the shot and banks it in high off the glass. Wow.
Wonder if she meant to do that.
I bet she didn't call bank.
Well, it is open on a Friday probably, but not at this time of night.
Not. If you're wondering why we may have started this game a little late, the JV girls before this game picked up a win in overtime against the Huskies, as Pickering looks to check back in. Promise is going to go over to Sweeney, who's going to go to the corner to Moore. Moore wanted that baseline open, took a jab step there, instead goes back up to Sweeney. Sweeney's going to go inside to a cutting Hammer, back out to Sweeney. Great ball movement by the girls results in Laura Sweeney's open three, and she knocks it down.
Tigers become that much more dangerous when Sweeney starts hitting her. Tigers have had a really solid season, and she's been kind of cold from three all year, so it's definitely a good sign here early.
Again, Laura, sophomore, played last year for the Tigers.
It's a shot you want to give Waters out of that free throw line. You'll give it to her all day.
Anything outside of the paint, as Unkin's layup is up and no good, and they're going to get her for a foul. It'll be Ashley the night. Didn't think there was too much contact there, but ref's going to give it a call as freshman Lauren Carter check in, as well as Corey Pickering, senior. Gurwell and Stover will take a seat. Pickering's looking inside for Waters, maybe, finds Olsen out in the high corner over there. Olsen looking to dribble around her defender. Back into the post to Waters. The Tigers double, and Waters is going to get the and one opportunity. Again, Waters comes into this game 6'3", that is 6'3". One of probably the tallest girl out there on the court right now.
I'd say one of the bigger players in the conference.
Oh, agreeable.
I think I've watched basically every girls game in the conference that the Tigers have played. She's probably one of the bigger inside forces that they've seen and will see.
Waters shoots 50% from the line, misses that one, as Kennedy Lean's going to check in the game and give Sweeney a seat. Kennedy Lean comes into the game scoring 7.5 points off the bench. Great contribution from her as Moore takes it baseline, and the pass is too hot for Hammer to control, and it flies out of bounds. Olsen's going to inbound for the Huskies. Pickering will take it up the court. Going to dribble up into Olsen at the top of the key. Olsen likes that three. She's going to take it and it won't fall. Waters grabs the O board and goes inside. Unkin on the defense, no good. Hammer's going to come down with the rebound and look to push. She's going to go up to Lean. Lean's going to dribble over across to Promise. Promise to Moore at the top of the key there. Into the corner to Lean, the far corner. Back up to Moore across the arc. Tigers looking to move it around the arc, free up Unkin in the inside there. Lean's going to dribble right. She's going to cross over to the middle and go back out to Promise. Inside to Hammer. Lean looking to set a screen, get something open in the post there as Moore's going to go baseline, and in the face of Waters, knocks down the floater. Taylor Moore with 4 points here tonight. Gets those baseline drives to go. Jang says, hey guys, how's it going? It's going well. Slade Stevenaller said, can you do an East versus West Bowl personation for us? Can't tell you what that is. Colby Vincent, I had fun in English today. Hello, Colby, I had fun as well. And we have Riley Noggle, shout me and Evan Al. Shout out to Riley Noggle. And I think my brother Evan out there over in the middle schooler student section. Great to see a bunch of support from the middle schoolers over there, as well as the high school students. As Pickering's going to take the ball down the court, she's going to go to the corner. and go back up across his Hammer, deflects that pass and steals it. The great pass down to Lean as Lean goes down for the layup, and Lean's layup is up and good. Winter on a travel there, won't get the call, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Again, 15-11 here as your Carroll Tigers lead. We're going to go to a quick break here, and we'll be back for the second quarter.
Local sports, local news, and local weather. We are Carroll Broadcasting, proud to serve Carroll and Western Iowa since 1950.
And we are back here at Carroll High School as we are just getting ready to start off the second quarter. Again, the Tiger girls lead 15-11. Laura Sweeney on the bench currently getting a rest. She has 6 points off of 2 threes. Taylor Moore with 4 points, and Kennedy Lean currently with 2. Pickering's going to pass over to Olsen. Olsen's going to go inside to Waters. The Tigers double team her, and they're going to say it was out on Unken. Again, have anything you'd like to say, maybe a shout out or something in particular, you can go ahead and say something in the chat. Kate and I will look at it as soon as possible, and we will answer any questions. Hammer goes over across to Sweeney, who has just checked back into the game. Unken with the pump fake. She's going to go up in the post, over to Collison, to Lean, to the top to Sweeney, over to Hammer, back inside to Collison. She's going to give the jump pass to Lean in the corner. Lean's 3 is up and just too strong there. Stover's going to grab the rebound and look to push. Olsen goes inside to Waters. That's deflected, and Pickering is going to, no, they're going to say it was off Pickering. Hammer passes into Sweeney. Sweeney's going to go bring the ball up for the Tigers. To Hammer at the top of the key, into the corner to Sweeney. Sweeney inside to Carlson, down low to Unken. Unken on the reverse side of the hoop gets the layup to fall. Ashley Unken, the motor-in player of the game last night, as she hit the game-winning shot with 3 seconds left to defeat Bondurant Farrar at Bondurant. Also pulled down about 5 boards. As Carlson pushes up to Sweeney. Sweeney across to Hammer. That was tipped, but the deep 2 for Hammer is up. No good. Lean's going to grab the rebound and go over to Collison. Collison's going to pump fake, drive baseline. Goes across to Hammer. Hammer's corner 3 is up, and that will fall.
I think Collison's pass went through the net right there. I was wondering how the heck that got through so smooth, but that was a nice strong pass, yeah.
Hammer comes into this game 7 of 23 from behind the arc, 30.4% as Waters bullies her way inside, and she's going to get fouled.
Connor Peterson says, hey. Hello, Connor Peterson.
Hello, Connor Peterson. Again, Waters before this game comes in exactly 50%, 27 of 54.
It's definitely where you'd want her to beat you is in the jump shots and at the free throw line.
She misses that one on the far right side.
She hasn't come out of the game yet, I don't think.
Abby Benshoof will check in, as well as number 31 for the Huskies. Unken's going to get a rest as Moore comes in and gets her. All the girls playing quality minutes here. Just about every girl who's been in the game so far has scored, as well as some off the stat sheet stuff, as Hammer makes a nice pass into Collison, and Collison's going to get the layup on the right side. Great court vision by Hammer to find Collison down there, and the perfect pass. Get a quick bucket after the free throws. Again, like Cade said earlier, that's where you want to, that's the way you're going to have to make Waters beat you, is anything outside of the paint or at the free throw line. Her strong suit is definitely in the paint there. Gets to the rim very well. As Sweeney's going to dribble down. The no-look pass to Moore in the corner. Moore's going to go baseline, and they're going to get a foul on number 24, Lauren Carter. Her first of the night. Connor Peterson says, let's play Fortnite when you get home. Sounds good to me. Sweeney's going to inbound the ball from behind the hoop. She's going to get it over the top to Hammer. Over to Moore. Moore's going to go to the corner to Lean. Back over to Moore. Back to Hammer. Drive middle, and the little jump shot and the lane is no good. Waters going to grab that rebound.
It's a good open shot, though, for the Tigers in that zone. You're going to have to penetrate through the middle and either take the shot right there or kick out from there.
Mrs. Schultz, one of the tech directors over at the high school, says, top-notch work, Tiger Vision. Future Tiger Jack Schultz would love a shout-out before bedtime. Go Tigers.
That's an early bedtime.
Shout out to Jack Schultz back at home. Thank you for joining the stream, and of course we'll get you a shout-out.
I wish I could go to bed at 7 o'clock.
He's getting some good sleep, that's for sure. Meanwhile, Sweeney's going to kick over to Lean. Lean's going to pass it to the top to Hammer. Hammer's going to go to that free throw line to Collison. Collison's going to go out to Hammer. Hammers is going to go to that short corner to Lean. Lean's going to look to drive middle and get it across. Ball goes on the ground, and number 10, Abby Benschoof, is going to grab it. She's going to go over to Gerwell. And Lean looking for any sort of deflection tip or anything, try and get the ball back there. And she will get a deflection, but they're going to get her for the reach. Lean very aggressive on the defensive side. She comes into the game with 21 steals on the year. That is second on the team overall. Quick, aggressive defender, likes to get jabs at the ball when she can as Gerwell steps up, and she's going to knock down the three. Sweeney's going to kick over to Hammer. Across the court to Lean. Gerwell overshoots the steal there. Hammer's going to go inside to Moore. To Collison in the middle. Collison's tipped by Gerwell. Her pass is tipped by Gerwell as Promise looks to check into the game. Gerwell's going to go to Benschoof over there on the layup, and that'll be no good. Hammer's going to push up over the top to Lean, and just a bit too far outside, and Lean won't be able to catch up to it, and that'll be out of bounds as Winterset Huskies take possession. Lean's going to get a rest there as Promise checks into the game. Gerwell's going to take it down the court. She's going to go over to Olsen. Olsen looks inside. She's going to dribble left. Kick it to Stover. Stover's going to go back to Gerwell. Gerwell's going to go inside to Waters as the Tiger girls almost triple team her, but the turnaround jumper for her right in front of the rim is good. It's Waters' fourth point here tonight. Again, she comes into the game averaging 13.4, so they're hoping to keep her anywhere below that average that they can. Doing a pretty decent job, I'd say, so far. And Moore is going to be fouled by Gerwell. It'll be Gerwell's second foul of the night. Excuse me, her first. Only the third team foul for the Huskies. Moore's going to inbound it over the top to Promise. Supposed to go back to Moore there in the free throw line. Huskies had it covered. Collison in the corner is going to go out to Sweeney. Sweeney's going to dribble it up and across. Over to the corner to Moore. Moore's going to set up for the three in the corner, and she's going to knock down the three.
Tigers shooting a lot better from three than they were last night. I think they really like being home a lot more.
Yeah, I agree.
A lot more comfortable feeling shooting in your own gym.
That's for sure. Olsen's going to dribble up at the top as Waters sets the screen on Sweeney. Over to Benschoof as she's going to drive to the middle and give it up to Stover. Stover's going to go inside to Waters, and Waters' layup is up and good, and they're going to call the charge.
That's a good take right there by Taylor Moore. I think she was kind of throwing her elbow too. Oh.
No,
they're going to give
the ref signaled charge, but yeah. I believe he's going to change that to now a blocking foul.
That was kind of confusing.
So instead of Waters picking up her second here in the first half, she's going to go to the line. And I believe it was an and one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's tough. Taylor Moore, there's not much else you can do when she's, like 4 inches taller than you. And
so that's going to be Moore's first foul of the night as Waters is going to knock down the free throw.
This one you just got to tip your cap and move on.
Hammer's going to kick over to Sweeney, who's going to go to Promise on the far side. Collison's two-pointer is up and good for Collison. Nice mid-range shot from Ella there on the pass from Moore. Give Taylor the assist. Greg Roeder, another tech director over at the high school, also a football coach, says make sure someone remembers to feed Owen so he doesn't doze off at the controls. We got him a popcorn in the water before the game, so he should be all right for now. And the Tigers are going to take a timeout, I believe a 30-second timeout. So we're going to go to a short break here, and we will be right back.
Just a quick reminder, tomorrow morning, the Tiger wrestlers will head to Bondurant for their big conference wrestling meet. I will actually be there. I'll be hopping on the bus at 5:30 in the morning, so wish me luck. I'll be tweeting for you guys and getting some good shots to post later that day.
As Hammer's three is up, no good. Rebound is controlled by Promise. Hammer's going to drive baseline and go back to Collison. Collison looking for that similar mid-range shot. Instead settles for a floater and no good. Gurwell's going to take it up. The defensive pressure there from Collison. She's going to hand it off, and Collison's going to get called for a reach-in foul there. Believe that is Ella's first of the night.
Tigers do have 8 team fouls, but they've been staying out of foul trouble on anyone individually. Just a lot of players with 1 and 2 fouls, so nothing too much to worry about right now.
I think Liz is the only one with 2 fouls over there. Otherwise, just about everyone else with 1. But like you said, the 8 fouls will send him into the 1-and-1 opportunity, and Stover's going to miss. Foul will be called. There were a couple Winterset players there in the area, and they're going to call it on 32, Bridget Stover, freshman, and she's going to take a seat. Hammerl inbound to Sweeney. Sweeney's going to kick it over to Hammer. Hammer's going to dribble up to the top. She's going to give it to Promise. Sweeney finds Moore in the corner. Back up to Sweeney. Sweeney's directing bodies out there. He's going to go to the top to Promise. Over to Sweeney. Sweeney's going to drive to the middle to Promise. Promise is going to put up a 3, and no good for her. Not much of a three-point shooter there, but almost gets that one to fall. Another entrance in the chat. I believe that's Pastor Ryan G. Ryan Galgos.
I'm not sure.
I believe it's Pastor Ryan G. Thank you for the compliment there. Great job on the game call, boys, he says. We really appreciate that.
It's a lot of fun.
As number 24, Lauren Carter, knocks down her first free throw of the 1-1 opportunity, cutting their deficit to 4. Again, the score 27-23. Tigers lead. Carter's going to put up the second shot, and her second free throw is good. Carter comes into the game only 10 of 21 from the line, below 50% at 47.6, but gets those 2 to fall.
Winterset kind of sneakily staying in this one. Feels like the Tigers have been playing really well and find themselves only up 5 now.
Hammer with the floater in the middle of the lane there, gets that one to go. She's got 5 on the night. Collison and Moore both with 7. Sweeney with 6. Up to the top to Gurwell. Gurwell's going to look inside. Again, Waters not in. Not much of a post presence there for the Huskies. Still looking to move the ball around, free up something inside. Olsen's going to dribble up to the top. She's going to give it off to Pickering. Pickering is going to use Carter's screen. She's going to dribble to the right and hand it off to Olsen. Olsen with the deep 3 knocks that down. just about by the S there in that Tigers logo, but she gets it to fall, cutting the deficit to within 2. Tigers looking to get the last shot here with about 5 seconds left as Gerwell comes up with the interception. She's going to go for the layup, but trips. And they're going to, I believe they're going to call a foul on Ella.
Couldn't tell if she kind of tripped over her own feet or if Ella tripped her. Either way, it was incidental contact. So
I don't even know if Ella was enough in the area to get her for a foul. It looked like Gerwell just tripped there, maybe a slick spot on the court or something, but Gerwell will get 2 free throws.
Tripped over the line.
Missed the first one.
Free throw line got her.
Gerwell looking to knock down the second one, cut the lead to 1 here for the Tigers. That shot is up and no good for on either of them. Sweeney's going to grab the rebound, throw up a half-court shot, and that'll do it here in the first half of this Raccoon River Conference game as your Carroll Tigers lead 29-27. Taylor Moore and Ella Collison both with 7 points, as long as Laura Sweeney with 6 and Gabby Hammer with 5. We will go to a break here and come back for a bit of a halftime show and be ready for the second half of action.
Local sports, local news, and local weather. We are Carroll Broadcasting, proud to serve Carroll and Western Iowa since 1950.
All right, we are back as I'm not sure on the grade, but we have a little Tigers.
I believe it's 3rd and 4th grade.
Chase Shable.
Son of Coach Shable. Again, we have some of the high school basketball players reffing the game. We have Colby Christensen.
KG.
And KG. KG, a newer student here at Carroll, hoping to get some action on the team next month as he becomes eligible after the transfer rule. Tigers hoping to use his height and length to their advantage as another big presence on the inside. He'll be able to guard some of the taller players there as Coach Beeson gets a sub in for the Little Tigers. So far in this game, again, your Tigers lead 29-27. We have Taylor Moore and Ella Collison both leading the Tiger scorers with 7 apiece. Laura Sweeney with 6 and Gabby Hammer with 5. On the girls' side, Ainsley Gerwell has 5 points. Mia Olson chips in 9. Number 24, Lauren Carter with 2. And number 31 for the Huskies also with 3. We're going to get a look at the Raccoon River Conference girls standings here. Again, before the break, you'll be able to see the standings for the girls, and as of today, you'll be able to see those as well.
Yeah, we do have a mistake. My bad on this one. Carroll is actually 3-5 in the conference, not 3-4. Tonight, around the conference, we have the Blue Jays of Bonnarant, the team that the Tigers took down last night. They travel to Ballard, the 6-2 Ballard Bombers. Boone is headed to Carlisle tonight. That is number 7 versus number 5 in the conference. And we have Perry at ADM, so that is the number 8 team in the conference, traveling to the top team in the conference today. As you can see, a lot has changed since break anyways, and only have a couple weeks left in Raccoon River Conference action.
I feel like the sky.
the 3rd spot after being 5th before the break.
A lot of teams right there around that 500 spot. Look for some shifting. The Tigers still have yet to play Boone Perry. They still have yet to play Ballard, ADM, so they still have a lot of games on their schedule for them to make a move up towards the top half of the conference. Playoff brackets are already out, and teams already know who they're playing, so right now they're playing for those conference standings. They're not needed playing for any playoff seedings or spots in there, so just playing for the game right now.
Yeah. Again, here we have the 3rd and 4th grade Little Tigers getting to perform on the big court.
It's really cool. I've been to every conference's home court, and I've never seen a team do anything like this for the halftime show. Really, really cool that Carroll has this opportunity for the little ones to go out there and play. It's a big deal for them.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm sure they enjoy it just as much as
Tyson over there at the middle school student section cheering on his little brother Charlie.
Oh yeah. Sure they enjoy it just as much as we do watching them. Beeston's gonna pull the guys off the court, get some fresh legs on there.
The platoon both ways.
2 great halftime shows tonight. At the halftime of the boys game, we will have the Carroll Paws dance team. They will be performing a dance that they've been working very hard on as of. So stick around for that once we get over to the boys side of things. Refs making sure everyone's playing nice and clean ball over here. I think these might be 4th graders, maybe 5th. I'm not sure. Pretty sure
they look a little older.
Yeah, might be 5th.
Again, a pretty large crowd right now. 7:15, and we're only at halftime of the girls' game, so we will probably be here for a while, so stick around. But again, we have the second half of the girls' game to come up, and then a great boys matchup as the #1 team in the conference, the Carroll Tigers, looks to stay perfect. They are currently 8-0 as they host the #3 team in the conference, the Winterset Huskies. Winterset coming in with 2 great guards, and Easton Darling and Casey Kleemeyer. The Tigers escaped, I'll just say that, they escaped Winterset last time they were there. Won by about 8 or so, but that was with some free throws at the end. That game was probably actually a 2 or 3 point, 1 possession game towards the end, under a minute left, and the Tigers found a way to come out with a victory.
Again, as Kate said, the Tigers are 8-0 in the conference. There are 7 other teams in the conference, 8 counting the Tigers, so they have played everyone earlier in the season in the conference, and they just played Bondurant for the 2nd time last night, picking up a 26-point win over there, 61-36.
Tiger boys also come in ranked number 6 in the AP. I think that's probably one of the highest rated in that poll in a very long time. Their teams actually came out for the playoffs. They don't know who they'll play, but the teams did come out, of like the list of them, and I can think that it's Denison, Harlan, Glenwood, Atlantic, Creston,
Perry.
5, Perry, Winterset, and Harlan.
Yep.
So that's the 8 right there. Tigers looking to try and... Oh, they got the and one right there. Tigers looking to secure a home spot. How that works, the 2 top teams on both sides of that, so they will separate those 8 teams into 2 4-team brackets, and the top seed on each of those will get to host the first 2 games. So if you are 2 of the top 8 teams in that group, you will get to host 2 games, and then the sub-state game will be a neutral site game. So right now it looks like Tigers coming 11-1. Glenwood is 13-3 or something. Yeah. So they look like they're the 2 seed, but still a lot left to play. Teams could lose a couple and drop out of that, but you definitely want home court advantage in the playoffs. That's definitely a huge advantage in that area. Like the Tiger girls do. They get a host playoff game against Greene County, so that's big for them.
Yeah, huge. We're going to cut to a short break here as the girls warm up and in between the halves of the game. Again, they lead 29-27. We'll get a quick message from our sponsors and be right back for the second half of this Raccoon River Conference action.
Local sports, local news, and local weather. We are Carroll Broadcasting, proud to serve Carroll and Western Iowa since 1950.
And we are back here at Carroll High School. Got a couple things in the YouTube live chat over the break. Owen Perrin over there running the live stream says, already getting hungry. Roe, will you bring me a McChicken and fries? I don't think Coach Rowe has quite seen it yet. But he did say, I think the Little Tigers should take on the Tiger Vision crew next.
Now, I don't think Rowe knows this, but I was the best three-point shooter on the freshman basketball team. I shot 17% from three freshman year. It's pretty good.
Played a little basketball in the older days too. The clean lefty stroke. I don't think those little kids could. Beat it. No mercy. And we are back here at the start of the second half. Again, the Tigers. Throughout the season, we've seen some kind of a correlation as they seem to shoot better on this side of the court, this south side. Hoping that Misa is the same tale there as the Tigers lead by 2 to increase the lead here and prevent the Huskies from scoring, as Carlson's going to pick up her third foul. Be the Tigers' first team foul of the new half.
Sad news for you guys. I will not be here to commentate the boys' game. I will be down on the court filming, so Alex will be by himself, but he does a good job. He'll be okay, I think.
Sad news.
As we're here, we'll shout out everyone who is helping us right now. We have, of course, my name's Cade Nissen and Alex Lowe, my play-by-play comment as the Huskies turn it over again. Alex Lowe, the play-by-play man, here with me tonight. We have Reed Jensen running the tripod, Owen Perrin running the stream, making sure everything is running smooth, and we have Marky Madsen down on the court filming, getting all the shots we need for the video production that we do.
Pickering's going to get the steal and go down on the left side, and her layup is up and off the front of the rim as Waters grabs the rebound and gets the putback.
Alex would get a sore back from carrying the Tiger Vision team. That's what Rose says. I don't know, Ro. I could chip in a few here and there. I don't know about Reed. I've seen Reed shot before. It's not very pretty.
I mean, Owen did shoot 50% from the three his freshman year. Remember, he got one to bank in there in one of those games. Hammer's going to go over to Promise to Sweeney in the corner. Sweeney's going to drive baseline, and the quick layup for her is up, no good. Pickering's going to grab the rebound. Pickering's going to kick it up to the Gurwell. Gurwell's going to go back as Pickering sets up for the three. High arcing shot, just short, and that will go out of bounds.
I think Rose still owes me a lunch. He told me if I went, we had a three-point competition to see who could shoot better from three, and I know I went like 9 of 10, I think. I think I was 9 of 10 from three that day.
1 of 2, I suppose it is still 50%, says Coach Rowe. Hey, on quick stats, it shows 50%. That's all that matters. Moore's going to be in that short corner there. She's going to kick it up over the top to Sweeney, who's going to go across the court to Hammer. Hammer's going to go over to Promise. Promise is going to kick to Hammer. Hammer's going to drive in middle and find Sweeney. Again, the Tiger girls looking to move that zone around, find open spots in the zone for good shots. And Hammer with the miscommunication there, Sweeney. Sweeney was looking to cut. Hammer was looking to kick it out on the arc, and that ball is going to sail out of bounds.
Slow start for the Tigers here in the second half. Definitely not what you would have wanted. And it looks like they're going to try this press out for a little bit.
Try and get a few turnovers from the Huskies. Again, always more chances to score. They almost get one, but Gurwell's going to retain possession of it, and she's going to dribble to the top. Huskies looking to slow it down, set up a play. She's going to go over to Pickering. Pickering's going to go inside to Waters, who the fadeaway floater is up and good. That shot will give the Huskies the lead here, 31-29. As Unkin looks to get something inside as well, goes up, and her layup on the right side of the basket's up and good. And a timeout will be called by the Tigers. 30-second timeout, so we'll go to a short break and be right back.
Local sports, local news, and local weather. We are Carroll Broadcasting, proud to serve Carroll and Western Iowa since 1950.
And we are back after that short message there from our sponsors. Again, we got the band behind us here to play loud and proud for their Tigers. Sponsors, the Carroll Tiger Booster Club, Western Iowa Networks, Carroll Broadcasting Company, and the 7 Group. Stover's going to pass it into Pickering, who to Gurwell. Again, the Tigers in the press. Looking for turnovers as Olsen. She's going to get it over the top to Stover. Stover's going to go inside to Waters, and Waters' layup is up and no good, but Stover's going to grab the rebound. Her shot is up and no good. The fight for the rebound as Water grabs it. Her shot's short, and the ball's going to go towards the Tigers. They're going to get number 32, Bridget Stover, the freshman, on the foul. That'll be her second. Both teams with only one foul apiece here in the second half. To Hammer. It's tipped. I believe it was tipped by Gurwell, but Hammer will retain possession. She's trapping her with the dead ball. She's going to get it up to Unkin over at the half-court line over there. Unkin's going to dribble in on the left side, an open lane maybe. Loses control of the ball. Olsen's going to grab the steal, and the ball's going to go to the Huskies. Unkin, not one of the preferred ball handlers for the Tigers. Loses it a little bit there as it sails out of bounds. Pickering's going to drive up the left side of the court. She's going to get the jump pass to Olsen. Olsen's going to set up at the free throw line with the jump shot, and that's going to fall. Ella Carlson's going to check in for the Tigers. She has 3 fouls here, about halfway through the quarter.
So I think that's Winterset's first lead since the first quarter, probably. Tigers have really kept that lead at 4 or 5 throughout. That's a battle back.
Tigers just looking for any way to score. Didn't have much trouble with that in the first quarter. The Huskies and Hammer's going to get fouled on the short corner mid-range shot there, and she's going to go to the line for some free throws. Hammer's game 14 of 23 from the charity stripe. That is a 60.9%. Hammer's first free throw is up and no good off the back of the rim. Number 10, Abby Benshoof will check in, and Stover will get a rest as Ella Carlson's going to check in for the senior promise. Hammer's second free throw is up and good. Pickering's going to take it out of bounds. Tigers down 1 here with about 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Tigers had control of the scoreboard most of this game. Can't quite get the scoring going here. And they're going to say Huskies are going to keep it down the side of the court. Pickering's going to get it into Waters as Waters is going to give it right back. Pickering's going to drive left in an open lane there. Miscommunication, but misses the layup. And it'll stay Huskies ball. Waters is going to go over to Pickering, and they're going to get Pickering for a travel. Sweeney's going to dribble it up the court, look to get the play set up here. She's going to give it to Moore in the corner. Moore with the baseline drive, and the layup from Moore is up, no good as she takes a hard fall to the court. Benshoof gets it off to Olsen. Olsen looking to set up. Instead, she's going to dribble around, give it to Gerwell. Gerwell's going to kick it inside to Waters. Waters is up, and the shot's no good. Hammer's looking to push down the court, get a quick score for the Tigers. She gets it to Sweeney. Sweeney was open for the three. Instead, makes an extra pass to Carlson, who is even more wide open. Carlson can't capitalize on the open shot there, as Winterset's going to grab the rebound and take it back down. Pickering's going to get it over the top to Waters, looking for the give and go. Instead, Waters is going to go to the basket, and that's no good. Carlson's going to grab the rebound. She's going to look to push there in the middle of the lane. The layup on the right side for her is up and good, and that'll give the Tigers the lead by 1. Tigers still on the full court press here, looking for any sort of turnover, possession change they can get. And Winterset Huskies will to a short break here. Back. Stecker.
We are having Owen tries.
And then Olsen's going to get the
Really.
Tigers still with a 1-point lead. Waters gets Side, no good. She's going to grab her own.
Average. Again, if you can still hear us, we are having some technical difficulties.
Visual.
Yeah, live cam. Trying to get it all solved. Nothing ever can go clean with this type of stuff. We have good luck so far throughout, so not too bad this far in that something bad happens.
Sweeney's going to direct. She's going to get it to lean over. Sweeney's going to go to the corner to Unkin. Unkin's going to drive baseline, get trapped out. Shot, and out will be called by a full-time as we got the team.
Local weather. Since 1950.
Been reading books of old, Achilles and his